This is Sir Alan. We're here in the studio today at the Ohio Cannabis Institute, and we have Dr. Ahmed here with us, and we're talking cannabis. We're going live.
A topic very dear to our hearts.
A topic very dear to our hearts. Here we are, everybody. We're having fun. With Ohio Cannabis Institute, we got a big seminar with Johnny coming up the end of May at the Ohio Convention Center, and today we got Dr. Ahmed Edwards, right?
Ahmed Edwards, yes.
Ahmed Edwards with us. I want to make sure I say it correct.
He did.
I'm into this, and I'm loving it. Ahmed is a new friend in my life, and of course you can see we got this big field back here growing behind us in Ohio Valley. You know, isn't that a beautiful field out there? It's just spread out all over the place. And we're talking about growing and growing in Ohio. And Ahmed, you wanted to get a grow in Ohio, right? Small businessman. You're already an acupuncturist. You're involved.
Like I said, I'm a real estate guy, and it makes real estate sense to me.
Okay. Trump just said the same thing this morning. So he seems to be right on the right path with that. What do you think when you say it's a real estate play?
I think that in places where land is cheap and there aren't a lot of taxes being collected, that if the marijuana industry comes into a place like that, that it's going to increase the tax base, create jobs, and then therefore lead to an increase in land prices.
That's a really practical answer. I like that kind of answer. Because Ohio, I think, has a serious problem. Well, we have a high unemployment in a lot of the Appalachian parts of our state. We have a high unemployment in lots of part of the rural parts of Ohio, the agricultural parts of Ohio. And Ohio is an agricultural center for the country, and this is a plant. For my goodness sakes, you're right. It should be grown here in Ohio. It should be harvested here in Ohio. It should be tested here in Ohio, and it should employ Ohioans. And I think there's 33,000 entrepreneurs out there that would agree with you on this subject.
I would think that a lot of people would agree, including medical professionals.
Well, that's the part where I found it interesting. A lot of my medical professionals, like yourself, you're in alternative medicine, really, as an acupuncturist.
Correct.
And you making a good living here in Ohio?
I am.
So it's not out of financial desperation or anything else?
It's out of the love of the plant.
Ah, the love of the plant. You know, see, I think medical professionals get that love of the plant story because they love anything that's not going to kill their patients, that's not going to hurt their patients.
Correct.
And this is one of those type of things where, you know, for people that are coming in to see their doctor and they're all tense and they're all nervous and everything, it'd be nice to be able to sit them down in your lobby and say, hey, I can prescribe almost anything you need, but I think right now you need to calm down.
Yeah. Well, if I was an MD and I was in the state of Ohio, I would certainly want to take advantage of the possibility of recommending marijuana to my patients because, like we talk about frequently, I mean, an overdose with marijuana would have to be above 1,500 milligrams of THC. It's just almost impossible to get to.
I start saying I don't think that's even realistically possible right now. So I'm excited about this on many levels. I'm excited to see entrepreneurs like Dr. Ahmed here wanting to get involved. They're doing their research, they're out there doing their homework. Have you read the application yet?
I've read the application. I've read the rules. I've read the
For level 2 is what, 60 pages?
For what?
Level 2 grow.
What's 60 pages?
The state licensing application.
It's different parts. I mean, I think it's, I don't know how many it is total, but there's like the identifier part.
You got to have a higher education and IQ just to get through that application. I've got people calling me up, asking me questions and talking to me about it, and I think it's rather complicated, level 1 and level 2. And I think there's a lot of interested Ohio entrepreneurs. What I don't want to see is people like yourself being squeezed out, but out-of-state people, people out of Colorado and California and Oregon and everybody else that understands this subject, pouring in here, pushing out the local entrepreneurs. We need the local entrepreneurs that care about the land in Ohio, about the land prices in Ohio, about the people of Ohio.
Well, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I believe that, the state of Ohio will conduct a fair process in the application review process. That's the way I have to be.
Well, I hope so. I guess I'm a pragmatist because I look at this and I say, I'm worried about where it's going. It's not as transparent as I'd like to see it.
Well,
And I'm hearing stories all over the street that I must have had at least 15 people say, I got a level 1 grow already guaranteed.
well, let's put it this way. If somebody says they have it already, they're not telling the truth, because it's almost impossible to have it before it's granted.
Well, they don't even have, yeah.
I mean,
I was hearing it before they even had the application out. So these are just fun things that are going on over here in Ohio. Listen, you need to stay tuned for the Ohio Cannabis Institute reports and our ag report. We got Paul Casso now doing an ag report on pricing and spot checking. We got Fred talking about small businesses. We've got a whole host of people. We got Johnny Science from Cleveland. We've got an attorney that's involved. Stay tuned. We got more for you. This is Sir Alan Mooney. God bless. Oh, aren't we all plant material? And we're just going to kind of become more plant material, and we're organic, and oh my gosh, we'll just fade away.